Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, I won't hold that
I
against you because I'm an LSU fan, but so I won't hold that against you, Doc.
we can have an SEC discussion after we finish this great.
Yeah.
Love the fact that there are individuals out there that allow me to work with their children.
Yes.
Children are the most precious gifts that anybody has.
Everyone, we are super excited to have another amazing guest on the My K12 Career Show today. Our guest for today is Dr. Fred Hickmon. Dr. Hickmon is an Assistant Superintendent for the Kemper County School District in DeKalb, Mississippi. We are super excited to have him on the show. He has an amazing story, and it's really cool that he has agreed to come on the show. And I'm just sure you're going to get a lot of value out of what he shares with us today. So, Dr. Hickmon, can you please share with us what's going on in your life and in your K-12 career right now?
I am so excited to be here today. It's a true blessing to me that you invited me to speak on this awesome medium for educators. I have reviewed other individuals who have been on the show, and oh my goodness, I'm trying to dust off my shoes and straighten up my tie to make sure that I stay within the confines of this outstanding program.
Thank you.
I'm a 20+ year educator in Mississippi.
Okay.
I love the state of Mississippi. I completed my terminal degree at the University of Mississippi.
Oh, wow.
Or people refer to as Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, I won't hold that against you because I'm an LSU fan, but so I won't hold that against you, Doc.
We can have an SEC discussion after we finish this great.
Yeah.
Love the fact that there are individuals out there that allow me to work with their children.
Yes.
Children are the most precious gifts that anybody has. They're the people's children. And it is my charge and it is my passion to help those children within the confines of the schools.
That's really cool. So did you always want to be a K-12 educator, Dr. Hickmon?
I did not. Blair Underwood is an actor that played on a show
LA Law.
With Jimmy Smith. And I wanted to be a lawyer. Yeah. I really thought I wanted to be a lawyer. And interestingly enough, throughout my academic career as an undergrad and eventually as a grad, I always was in a position where I was teaching somebody something.
Okay.
And as time went on, it was very clear to me that my job was to help individuals, be a bridge for individuals from where they are to where they could be.
Wow.
And it was exciting.
That's awesome. Yeah, we definitely have that in common. Blair Underwood impacted me too, but I know my youth pastor was a lawyer as well. And so I thought I was going to be a lawyer. Actually, my major is pre-law. I was accepted into law school. I thought I was going to law school. But you know, there's an old saying, if you want to make God smile, tell him your plans because he might have other plans for you. Right? And
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So that's what happened, man. Like, I mean, I always like to tell people I didn't choose K-12 education. K-12 education chose me.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Yes,
so I'm very grateful. And it sounds like you had that same story. So that's
very much
we have in common.
Very much. My mother's in law enforcement. Okay. And I was design, and all the lawyers and the judges she knew was all ready to walk me on my path until the day I called her and told her that I'm taking the teacher exam.
That's awesome. That's cool. So how long did you teach before you actually became an administrator?
I taught for 15 years.
Okay.
And then I got an opportunity to become an administrator. First administrative job was with the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians. Okay. So I was in what's called, they call it Indian country. Their first they're first persons as far as I'm concerned, and they
Sure.
are Native Americans. And
Yeah.
I had Native American students as my students during my first job as an administrator.
That is really cool. How long were you there?
I was there for 8 years,
Okay.
and it was such tremendous success. We developed a cohort of Native American administrators. In other words, they did not have their administrative degree. So we developed and worked with a cohort of Native American administrators with a local university. Those administrators now are in charge of the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians.
Wow.
We had 25 Native Americans who became teachers. And this is all intentional. This is all purposeful. And this was done while they were working as teacher assistants, or their interest in teachers came and we worked with them with the local university. That's exciting. There are some numbers with students. Yes, we had a 90+% graduation rate. We had a less than 10% dropout rate.
So Choctaw, Mississippi, I'm kind of familiar with Mississippi because I actually grew up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So very close to Natchez, Mississippi. Where is Choctaw, Mississippi?
It's within Philadelphia, Mississippi. Choctaw, Mississippi is where the reservation begins and where the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians reside.
Okay, cool. All right. So after you were in that position for 8 years, did that lead to your current position right now?
It did. What happened is while I'm working with the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians, they allowed me to use research within the tribe to complete my PhD.
Oh, okay.
Upon obtaining my PhD, the individuals who we had worked with in the cohort were now coming to fruition, and they were prepared to take over positions. So you have now Native Americans taking over positions within a Native American school.
Yeah,
that makes sense to me.
100%.
So literally the next county over is Kemper County.
Okay.
And Kemper County chose an outstanding superintendent, young man I've known his entire life, has done really great work in the county that we grew up in.
Okay.
And upon him obtaining that position, we had a discussion and he said he wanted me to assist. And I was like, that's great. I'm decided to assist because I'm literally coming home with the experiences that I have. So I transitioned from principal of Choctaw Central High School to assistant superintendent of Kemper County School District.
Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Wow, that's really cool. So you're saying that you're actually working with someone that grew up in the same county as you as well?
Oh, yes.
Awesome.
And it's such a joy. I'm excited because he is so full of ideas. He allows people to do their jobs to the very best ability and looks at ways to help them out. And it's like, this is great leadership. His name is Hilliard Hudson, by the way.
Dr. Hudson?
Well, it's soon.
Okay, Superintendent Hudson.
Superintendent Hudson.
Yeah.
We were able to move a district in the state of Mississippi from an F to a C.
Wow. Yeah.
And I'm happily contributing any way I can. And I'm happy to support in any way that I can because it's leadership. We see a lot of different things that are happening in K12 that are not to the benefit of students.
Sure.
And that's a reflection of leadership. That's what it was. But in the meantime, we're helping these students, and I'm excited about it.
That's awesome. So, Dr. Hickmon, do you see yourself eventually becoming a superintendent?
Well, as a superintendent, I can work at the will and pleasure of the board. Yes, I can do it. Yes, I am able to do it. But Dr. Williams, I want to do it if I'm going to be best for the children. Is it something that I want to do? Absolutely.
All right.
I see a lot of things that are going on, especially in certain places. And you look at it and you go and you do a little research and you can see I've studied leadership for over 20 years now. I know what it takes to be successful. It doesn't matter whether it's Washington, D.C. or it's in Alaska. Doesn't matter to me as long as they're children.
100%.
Now, I do and have worked adjunct at higher ed and do train administrators as well with the understanding that we need to help children.
Absolutely.
Everything must be about helping the children. And if that's the case, yes, sir, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, Dr. Hickmon, I started this program, I started this show to showcase K12 educators, K12 leaders like yourself, and, just basically acknowledge and recognize all the amazing work that you do in your community. So I want to take this moment to honor you for all the work that you've done for all these years, impacting the lives of students all over the great state of Mississippi. So we honor you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Awesome.
I am grateful. I am so grateful for the opportunity. And I'm also grateful for the chance to speak in this platform. And I say to any and everyone, as long as we put our minds and our hearts for the children, we can be very, very successful regardless of the situation.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, Dr. Hickmon, I want to thank you for coming on the show to just share your story, your journey, your passion. It's coming through the screen. I promise you that. But before you leave, Doc, can you please share some parting words of wisdom to our viewers? Tell us how we can connect with you, and then we'll say goodbye.
Thank you so much, Dr. Williams. The parting wisdom I would like to say is found in two organizations.
Okay.
One is in CASEL, which is social emotional learning, the 5 standards of CASEL, and the 5 core propositions of the National Board Teacher Certification.
Okay.
Those 10 steps and ideas can put anyone in a mindset of real professional development that will really help students.
Awesome. That's really cool.
I am Fred Hickmon at everything. Fred Hickmon at gmail.com, Fred Hickmon LinkedIn, Fred Hickmon, and it's Hickmon. I would love to share ideas. I would love to serve on panels. I would love to do whatever I can to help children in K12 in any capacity.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Well said. And I'm glad you made that distinction. It's Hickmon, not M.
That is correct.
All
That's
right.
correct.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Hickmon, for coming on the show. I can tell there's greatness within you, and I'm just going to already put it out in the universe. You will be a superintendent one day. And the only thing I ask you, Doc, is when you become a superintendent, will you please come back on the show?
Absolutely. No problem.
100%. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. All the best.
Thank you.